Hey there guys and gals, Tranzcendent here again. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys floor 31 of the Sky Tower. Now, first things first, what kind of boss are we fighting? Let's see, he is a nature style boss and he's going to do an AoE stun attack, which is high damage and a long stun indeed. Alrighty, so we need to either avoid the attack or get stunned. But you'll also notice this boss has immunity to stun and silence. Those are just his passive abilities. We cannot stun him and we cannot stop him from casting that stun. So how are we going to avoid this? Well, my strategy focuses on having a meta panzer or a defensive style leader monster with a AoE shield. This AoE shield is going to protect you in the first couple of floors leading to the boss room. This is basically so you can take as little damage as possible before getting to the boss. And the rest of the strategy hinges on the fact that you can dish out a ton of AoE and single target damage in a very short amount of time. We are going to be doing this without the fever bar charge. If you are having trouble doing this without the fever bar, I suggest going to some of the older floors and charging up your fever bar. We're going to do a quick run of this and see if the fever bar does charge up while we're playing, and if it does, feel free to go ahead and use it. We're going to turn accelerated combat off and we're going to shield up. You want to keep an eye on the enemy's ability bars. Once those start filling up, you want to make sure that you are shielding up so you don't get hit with their abilities. And I also didn't mention earlier, but if you've got any extra magic stones lying around, I would throw as many cooldown reductions and damage increases on your backup monsters, while also throwing a MP recovery and max MP increase magic stones on your leader defensive monster. This just helps out overall because you're going to get more shields up and more damage output throughout the entire fight. As you can see here, we've taken minimal damage so far, we've cleared these floors with relative ease, and you really don't need high tier monsters to do this. I actually messed up there and did not get the shield off in time. You can see Meta Panzer took a beating there. You really want to make sure you're getting all the timings down right, because if you miss one, your leaders will get hurt. We got a purple box, fantastic. I'm excited to see what is in that. So now that we're at the boss, you can see our fever bar is in charge, so we're going to want to make sure we're utilizing all of our damage time. We don't want to be missing any. Focus on killing this boss because his stun will destroy you. Sometimes you do have to get lucky. If your monsters do start targeting other targets, it is not good. You want to make sure they're focusing on the boss. Make sure you have him selected. Get those shields up. When these ability bars are filling up, you can see we got AoE stun there. That is not very good. We are taking a beating. And we're probably going to lose this one. Honestly, we got a little bit unlucky here, but we did manage to get this boss down. Let's activate the fever bar, make sure our shields are up. Like I said, feel free to use the fever bar if you must, and remember, you can spam a little bit in order to stop the boss's ability time from coming up. As you can see, we are getting pretty heavily beaten here, though. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this one. I cannot hit multiple buttons at a time right now, so that's kind of a bummer, but oh, this is not looking good, guys. This is not looking good. I really need to get an attack in there, but I need to keep these shields going up as well. Come on, can we get 1 or 2 attacks in there? If we can, we should be good to go. This is not looking good. Oh, we got 1 attack in there, but we've only got 10 seconds left. Are those bleeds enough? I don't know. Maybe we can just get a quick attack in before the round ends. And we got it. So you can see it really comes down to the wire there. You do not want to let that boss get his stun off. I misplayed a little bit there and let my Meta Panzer get stunned a couple of times. That was my mistake, and I almost paid very dearly for it. So stay vigilant, guys. Remember to use your abilities at good times, and you should have no problem doing this. A last quick thing to note, you can in fact replace the Anubis I have here. He does an AoE bleed attack, but if you do have a more powerful single target damage dealer, like a Kepros or something of that type, I would suggest switching those in. I actually don't have a better single target damage dealer right now for my team, so I'm just using Anubis to make the early tiers a little bit easier. But as you saw, we had no trouble clearing the earlier floors, or earlier rooms in that floor, so you don't really need to focus too much on those. It's that last boss and his perpetual stunning that will be your downfall. So make sure you are doing all the single target damage you possibly can. Well guys, I really hope that helped you out, and if you need help on the other floors, do not worry. More floor guides are going to be coming out. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed and would like to see more, and remember, never surrender, always victory.